Welcome to The Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Bryan. In 2021, the Pittsburgh Steelers once again led the NFL in sacks, and that made 5 consecutive seasons that they have done so. That is indeed an impressive streak, and odds are good that they might make it 6 consecutive seasons in 2022. That said, sacks aren't the end-all do-all when it comes to playing great defense throughout a season. In 2021, the Steelers' defense obviously failed mightily when it came to defending against the run, and that's not new news. More on that in a bit. One other area the Steelers' defense failed way short in last season was in the takeaway department. In fact, the 22 total takeaways that the Steelers registered in 2021 ranked them tied for 14th overall in the NFL. Such a ranking in 2022 just isn't likely to cut it, and especially with the prospects of how the team's offense is likely to perform. Turnovers obviously go a long way in determining the outcomes of football games, so the Steelers' defense will likely need to register 28 or more in 2022 if they are to win the AFC North Division. In addition to turnovers, explosive plays of 20 yards or longer also go a long way in determining game outcomes. Last season, the Steelers' defense allowed a whopping 68 explosive plays, and that was 7th most in the NFL in the regular season. Oh, and 10 more were allowed in the playoff loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, about those explosive plays allowed in 2021. A league-high 24 of them came on runs, 8 more than the next team on the list, the New York Jets. See, I told you I would circle this back to the run defense. Only 44 of 68 came through the air, and only 7 other teams allowed fewer. Not bad. Obviously, the Steelers' defense suffered through quite a few injuries in 2021, and that played a big part when it came to the running game problems. Hopefully, the rebuilt and healthy 2022 unit will get those run defense numbers back in line. They better. Additionally, a repeat of being in the bottom third of passing explosive plays allowed is expected as well. So, in closing, pay close attention to the takeaways achieved and the explosive plays allowed by the Steelers' defense in 2022 while you watch the unit hopefully rack up sacks once again along the way. If the unit finishes in the top 5 in sacks and takeaways and the explosive plays are held to a minimum, the 2022 Steelers should be in quite a few games regardless of how the offense performs. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Alex Kozora every Tuesday and Friday for the remainder of the offseason.